Alrighty. Hello. We're good. It's fine. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna check out couple of things that I'm personally interested in that I think could be interesting to look at. And then we'll jump back right into where we left off with Sly 3. So that'll be the plan for today. I think the song's about to finish. What's out of it? Oh, no, we don't need you anymore. Alright. And the song's played through. I guess we'll move on. Don't think there's any formalities, quote unquote, I need to worry about. Just double check. What is that? Oh, that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Alright, I think we're good to go. Oh, I think we're good. Right, let me switch to desktop. Alright. How are we all doing today? I'm doing alright. Well, actually, I want to... do I? Nah, I think we're fine. Okay, so I'm going to start today with some Destiny 2 slop tent. For anyone interested, since I'm a bit of a Destiny head in my spare time. What? Why is this 47 minutes and then this is... Hold on. What the fuck's going on with this? Okay, I guess this just shaves out the fat, I guess. Anyway. Fair enough. Let's get into it, I suppose. Why is there Jeff Keighley? Get out of here, Jeffy. Why does that look weird? I think that looks weird. Alright, let's try go full screen, I suppose. And I could... Oh, it could just be YouTube compression or something, I suppose.
So Kepler's a place touched by the Nine, concealing a lot of secrets and danger. And it's somewhere that human scientists
Yo, that is a crazy hairdo.
Travel to a
Actually, I don't know if we need this.
To research a dormant singularity. While living on Kepler, not only did they observe the collapse, they survived it.
Oh my god, new NPCs? Actual NPCs in a location? What? Hello? Is this Destiny? I don't think this is Destiny. Developer insights.
Over time, the ideals of the scientific process they held to were enshrined in their culture, and they came to be known as the Ionians. The Elixni House of Exile arrived during the Dark Age, weary from the Long Drift. They didn't invade Earth with the other Elixni houses. Instead, they sought a new home, which they found alongside the Ionians.
Alongside?
But the dark matter that permeates Kepler, and that they converted into the ether they need to survive, ended up being toxic. So when the Ionians failed to cure them, the house rose up under an archon, claiming to be blessed with prophetic sight. Now, the House of Exile is full of zealots, and they'll stand opposed to the Guardians.
Okay.
Walk the winding pathways of Kepler, learning more about what called them there in the first place. Guardians paracausal.
What's with these trains? What are the trains?
Normally corrosive.
Does Sound of Budgie just like trains? Is that like their hyperfixation?
These new powers will allow them to unlock long sealed passageways for the Ionians as they make their way to the singularity at the core of the planetoid.
Yo, what the fuck? That's a crazy ass Cyclops.
We focused on building Kepler.
What's with the haircuts of the people who work here? This one's a little closer to normal, but I feel like it's still a little weird.
As more of a dungeon-like destination. It expands on the interconnected world design of places like
Oh.
the Leviathan or the Shattered Throne.
Oh, there's like layers.
As you fight your way across Kepler, you tap
Interesting.
into dark matter abilities and unlock enemy tech that expands your navigation and aids you in combat.
Why did Stream Elements do that? Did I disconnect for a second there? Okay.
These are all about going places you would normally think are out of reach.
Matterspark has you turn into this wild ball of arc energy. It's like nothing we've done in Destiny before.
Yeah, these are all
The Mattermorph
temporary
ability
abilities,
lets you
so
twist objects in the world around you.
I think they're only going to be useful
Relocator
here.
essentially co-opt the Fallen's teleportation networks and can use it to cross gaps you wouldn't have even considered before.
It'll be the small tells, an open vent, a broken window, things you want to remember because you might be revisiting them later.
Abilities can
That'd be interesting.
upgraded, so as you unlock new perks, you can chain them into
Potentially.
your build crafting in clever ways.
Like, there's segments of the map you just can't access until later. And sometimes you have to come back with these new abilities. And I don't know. That could be potentially interesting. Key focus is on potentially.
By far the most game-changing is one of Matterspark's upgrades. On Kepler, it lets you turn into Matterspark the same way you'd summon a sparrow, wherever and whenever.
Okay.
It will optimize not only exploration, but also combat on future playthroughs and super creative.
Is that an early upgrade, or is that going to be a late upgrade? Or like mid-ish upgrade? I feel like it can't be too early, because then that won't be the point of like the things you collect throughout like the place to access the abilities. So I feel like we somewhat mid to late upgrade probably.
There are tons of cool combinations. You can suspend an enemy with Mattermorph, bend a path up toward the sky.
So it's like an extra
In
suspend
midair,
grenade.
leap into Matterspark to dash across the arena and arc chain a group of enemies.
The team
That
has
one
already
didn't look
seen players
impressive.
pairing abilities with different exotic perks and aspects to create some really crazy builds.
We know this is only the beginning and can't wait to see what
What's
happens.
that? Wait, what is that? What is that? Hold on. You're not gonna fool me. That's Maya Sundarash, right? Yeah. Are they gonna fucking finish it up properly? Because the ending they gave in Echoes was fucking dreadful. Just floated away in the fucking demon lake. So is she coming back in some form? Okay.
Wait to see what happens once players get their hands on this kit.
Okay, that's like some like weird trailer, I suppose.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome.
What the
everybody,
heck?
and
Where's
welcome
normal
to our
guy?
Destiny 2 Edge of Fate live stream. This will be the first live stream that we have leading into launch.
We're
Big
gonna do
shout
one
out
each
to
week?
The folks that we had on our Dev Insight video. We were just talking about Kepler, destination abilities, some of the secrets of Kepler and the Aeonians, but we're going to leave that for a later date for you to discover. Today we're going to be talking a bunch about Sandbox.
Yeah,
We have a bunch of
ThinkPad?
core
I think it's
feature
a
updates
ThinkPad.
with Armor 3.0, gear tiering, some new loot for you to grind out, and a bunch of cool things to show. So without further ado, let's get to it. We have a wonderful panel of developers on our couch. Some of them are new, some of them you've seen before. But yeah, let's start out with Eric. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, Dylan.
Yeah. For folks that maybe haven't seen you on a previous live stream where you've talked about burst weapons and all the cool ability stuff, who are you? What do you do?
Sure. I'm Eric Smith, gameplay lead on Destiny 2, and I'm excited to dive into
How many
our
leads
sandbox
are there? I feel like I've seen a few leads.
Vivian, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream format. We've seen you on Vidocs from time to time, but yeah, for folks that haven't met you, seen you on our Vidocs. Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm Vivian Bex. I'm a.
Oh, wait. So I saw some minor, it wasn't like anything major, like some discourse about how like the Twitch chat was kind of going, or one of the chats when this was live was going like bananas over some like trans person. I assume this is that person.
a sandbox designer on Destiny. I get the privilege of making like a lot of the toys that players get to use, you know, like weapons and
I
stuff.
think a lot of people are like, oh, as soon as
Recently,
they
I've kind of been
like
all
as soon
over
as
the
they heard
sandbox
this
scene,
person or
and I
looked
have
at this
some very
person,
exciting stuff to show today.
they
I'm
just
really
are like
excited.
going wild in the
yet.
chat
We'll get into that
in
in a minute.
not a good
And
way.
last but not least, end of the couch, Bjorn. Taylor Bjorndal.
Bjorn,
How you doing?
I'm doing
interesting.
great. Happy to be
Who
here.
are you? What do you do?
He doesn't
here,
sound happy
buddy?
to be there.
Taylor Bjorndal, associate weapons designer, sandbox designer. I've also bounced around and done a lot of stuff. Excited to talk
Why
about
the logos look like they're a little like
Yeah, right. I think the last
Like they
time
got
we had you
little
on the couch, we were talking
edges.
about skipper rolls and things like
yeah,
that.
it's been a bit.
Yeah. So as we're diving into this, we have quite a bit to go
He
through
doesn't
in
seem
the
very
show.
confident.
And to start, we're actually going to be in the shooting range. We're going to have our gameplay specialist going through, showing you some of the new weapons, some of the new
Gameplay
builds or,
specialists.
exotics that are going to be coming.
Is that their job
but this will be
title?
playing in the background. You'll see them tuning a couple different enemies, playing around, damage types, that kind of stuff.
Who's
To
that
start
over
with our
there?
panel, though, let's talk Armor 3.0. Eric, if we can talk about like where did we start with ammo? Where was it back in the day? Where are we going?
Are they
What's the
killable
high-level
in this?
vision
That
for our
guy's.
changes?
Oh my god, they actually called it
Destiny 2
Carl,
launched,
like the guy
we
in
had
the
armor in the game, but there were 3
plus
stats.
sector.
There were no mods available, and then with Shadowkeep, we hit Armor 2.0, where we added 3 additional stats for a total of
Health,
6,
melee, grenade.
and armor mods as well. And this is the next evolution for
Okay.
the new
They only have
saga of
2 over
Destiny
100 there.
2. In Armor 3,
Weapons. The weapon stat is gonna be interesting because that affects your PvP damage. So you can't just go in with like low shit because if everyone's probably going to try to go for like max 200 weapon stat for PvP because it's more damage in PvP. Probably similar for PvE as well, obviously just because more damage, bro. Like
2.0, we are adding, or we're reworking the stats. We're adding set bonuses, and we are adding gear tiers as well.
Yeah.
And the
what's the numbers
the
there?
goals with Armor 3.0. So
Oh, those for like if
one,
you're
we wanna
standing
make
there,
armor
which no one
more
does.
Exciting and desirable. When's the last time you saw a purple armor dropped and you were, thrilled to go pick it up and see what was inside?
What's bro doing running around in the middle of the shooting range like that?
And then we want to rework the stats to make sure no stat is left
So if you
behind.
I assume if you shoot like things on here that would like change some settings because these ones have like different enemy classes or
No
like
stat
the
is mandatory
enemy
and
types.
gives you further depth of build crafting in your armor roles essentially.
Yeah, and then an underlying goal as well that I've seen you
Actions.
execute
Like, I've got the word for a
and
second.
team really is approachability. There are a lot of new UI tools where you're hovering over perks, stats, all that kind of stuff. You're seeing actual percentages. You're seeing more
Actual.
full descriptions for things, helping newer players.
Like,
or
can you
returning players
die
get
in there?
reacquainted with the sandbox.
he's getting shot at.
Yeah, in this release and in coming releases, we are absolutely focusing on making the game easier to digest and understand what's going on. And this, looking at the shooting range here, is a great example of this. Like where I can just go and see how much damage I'm doing, and test out my weapons, test out these builds, and see the actual changes that my new armor and whatnot is
Oh, yeah.
giving me.
Yeah, and you can load in here with a full fire team of 6 if you want to check out raid boss damage, or just come in here by yourself if
Check out raid boss damage. Can you spawn like a version of a boss to do that on?
you're on Discord talking to friends, shooting the stuff. So let's really quick talk about stats. This is one of the major overhauls. A couple things are leading.
Or
a
just
couple
like
things are
an enemy who doesn't die then. Like on a timer or something? Like on a
being added. Really quick, if you could get a quick scroll through some of the stats, go ahead and give us.
Yeah. So
Dude already
we've,
did that.
Removed some stats. We've removed resilience. We've removed recovery,
mobility.
yes, and mobility.
So I assume that's a
starting
Vanguard
from the top, we got health, then
weapon
we have,
that he's holding because it's got the Vanguard logo.
melee and grenade, super, class, and then our weapon stat. So this is an entirely new suite of stats. Does different things. All of our stats.
Wait, what's that in here? Ammo bricks of defeated targets have a chest contain a dude. Weapons is gonna be like the one everyone runs. Like that's the one you want as close to 200. That's gonna be like the meta stat because you bonus damage and then bonus ammo. Like why wouldn't you?
stats now, instead of going to 100, they go
And
to
then
200.
reload speed
So
also.
once you go above 100, you get an additional benefit put on top of the 0 to 100 benefit. And these, on the ability side, we are giving you kind of your uptime and how much energy you're getting in the 0 to 100 range. And then the 100 to 200.
So that, okay, enhance, so above 100 you get increased super damage.
100 range, we're increasing things like damage, things like survivability, which is somewhere we never really.
I wonder what high stat armor will look like. Like, will you be able to get like multiples at 200 potentially?
Kind of pinpoint a single like.
Is that a, is that a new rocket side?
Grenade thrower that's just doing shit tons of grenade
Looks like it
damage,
is.
You know, or I could be more defensive or more weapon focused and all
What
of
the
this,
fuck?
right?
Yeah, we haven't had like a weapons.
How machine gun have like mini rockets?
Sometimes been you'd have to like hook into the artifact to make like a true weapons build, and we've kind of pushed further into that world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we saw some questions specifically about the weapon stat and PvP. I know y'all have been balancing in the PvP, making sure this kind of like cherry on top doesn't change the time to kill too much, but it's kind of like a cost balancing factor, right? If you want that extra damage, you lose out on grenades, things like that.
Sure, yeah. So if you want to go off.
I think people care that much about grenades in PvP. Most of your kills are going to be through weapons. And potentially supers. I don't think abilities are like the main source of kills most of the time. Sometimes, depending on what you're playing, you know, like your build. Most of the time I feel like it's like from like weapons and shit.
All in on weapons, like your weapons are going to be more potent than they were before.
So
but
it's
at the
so much.
expense of
What the
your
fuck was
other
that?
Abilities and
So it feels like a no-brainer to go focus on the main, your main source of kills.
That said, you know, in the first day that this comes
Because I don't think anyone's main source of kills in PvP is like abilities. It's always going to be like weapons is like your main killing thing, and then like abilities would be like just like a backup. If you like get them low or like panic.
Members of the community is going to dwarf what we've done. So it's a little bit scary how much change we've actually put in this. The team's worked so hard across the entire game. Everything you hear today is not apples to apples with the pre-Edge of Fate numbers and feel of the game. It really across the game we have just changed so much.
It's very different. It's not really easy to compare the experience of what's going to be in the next release to what people.
Oh no, it's one of the subjugators. I thought it was Rogue for a second. I was like, oh.
Quintessential feel of I got my gun, I have my abilities, but now it's how much agency do I have in leaning into some of these things and embracing like a role-playing mechanic.
Yeah. One of the cool things is like internally, I think the most common thing we say on like our sandbox channel now has just like emerged as, man, I can't wait for 900. Like the sandbox is really exciting. There's a lot of really specific
900.
Like if you want to be the melee guy, you can be the melee guy more than ever before, right? And it's I think we're going to see some really crazy stuff.
Speaking of embracing some of these different lanes, we actually have 3 exotics coming with the Edge of Fate. Each class is going to get 1 new exotic. Each embrace a different sort of vibe or theme. And yeah, you can see them on screen. I think first
Look at that.
We're going to start with the Warlock exotic. And Bjorndal, you have all the details.
Sure. Yeah, so
Bottom?
first we have
Hello?
Eudalia, which is Warlock exotic themed around the Hellion aspect.
The fuck?
What this does
Random ass
is
friend
after
request on
your
fucking
Hellion
Discord. Hello? The fuck? That's weird. Don't know who you are, but okay.
and fires, after a certain amount of time, the projectile is going to shatter into a bunch of submunitions that will like seek nearby units and scorch them. And so it kind of like adds a little bit of like skill play to something that was kind of more of a passive aspect in the past.
Yeah, and I think in the shooting range we can see like it can be both a single target or a group sort of ad clear exotic, right?
Yeah. It can kind of serve multiple roles, just kind of like amping up something that was like a trusted old tool to be something a little more that you have to like manually.
I lost frames for a second there. No,
Yeah, you can, like, because it like splits in mid-flight, you can kind of like control your spacing to like control the grouping of it. If you want to hit one target, you know, if you're at the right
a little bit
distance, you'll
closer.
hit all five. Yeah. And
Well,
that's
oh, as
the
it
link where
okay,
it's
as it
way
travels,
easier
it
than before.
splits off.
Or if you like get way back,
Okay.
you blank at a region.
Love it. Yeah, we can see on the screen too, like some of the looks of the exotic.
But what
and
an
the
entire
Hellion
exotic for
change.
that?
Yeah. So like while you're using the exotic, the Hellion itself, like the little solar buddy, will have the same X that the gauntlets do. So it's like a nice little nod to like match the exotic.
Love it.
This
Oh,
thing
his
looks
up-
so
wait, his
cool. I'm,
uptime
so
keeps
about
increasing.
having a big gas canister on my arm, having that like flamethrower warlock arm is so cool. I may have to start
8,
switching to play a
7,
warlock.
6.
Love it.
I know.
next
Oh, I know. I
believe
think you just
we
said
have
Phoenix
Hunter on
Dive.
docket.
Yeah, so
My
the
bad.
Hunter exotic is Morai, which is a strand-themed exotic that's about your threaded spike and tangles, where you can basically like yo-yo a tangle from out in the field back in your hand and then throw it again. So the way this works is if you have a tangle out in the field, you throw your strand hunter melee at it, it'll pop
Go
the
ahead, buddy.
tangle and then bring one back to you that if you catch the spike, you'll get another tangle. So you can like duplicate the tangle, which works really well with a lot of Strand Hunter aspects like Whirling Maelstrom and just like the existing tie-in with like grappling to a tangle.
Wait, it
will get,
left-
like even more mobility and a lot of like ad clear potential. And also it
Did he have
will
2 of the
return
whirlies?
more energy when you catch it as well. So like even if you don't hit anything or you don't grab a tangle, so it helps you keep that engine going.
Yeah, you can see the strand energy attached.
Oh
to
yeah, you can
the
have 2
thread
whirlies.
spike. So if you grab that, I love how we're rewarding that like perfect grab.
Yeah.
I can already hear people yelling "spin to win" as they're
Yeah.
spamming these things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean you can have 3 Beyblades out in the field at any time. Essentially, it's
And you're like
Great.
shipping between the
Oh,
tangles
shit.
with grapple. It's
Yeah.
cool as hell.
it's very strong. It's also going to be very strong with this artifact
Oh, yes.
upcoming, which we'll talk about. But another cool tidbit about this is it will the threaded spike will bounce to the tangle from enemies as well. So
Okay.
it's
Okay,
something
good.
that,
Let's
has
fucking
a
aim
lot
at
of
that
easy
bitch.
use,
That's what I got.
and really rewards skill at the same time.
Yeah, I think before we move on to Titans, and sorry Titans, we'll get to you in a second. Really cool exotic.
Roads.
I do want to talk about Gambler's Dodge. In the last TWID, we talked about a bunch of abilities changes, exotic tuning, that kind of stuff. And we saw some chatter around Gambler's Dodge. It was updated and reworked, right?
Yeah, we have reworked
Winning commands,
Dodge.
attacks, and
So
gathering
it's
melee
the energy
ability
you
energy.
get when you dodge
Melee
now
stat.
scales on your melee stat, but you no longer have to dodge near enemies to get that energy. So I can dodge
Okay.
anywhere in the game. I don't have to worry about this invisible circle that's
Melee
around me,
energy
so
plus
I know if I'm close
190.
enough, it is going to feel more consistent. If I build into melee, it's going to feel more powerful. There's also, Taylor, you were talking about the multiple charges, right?
So if you
Interesting.
like our bar for a lot of this stuff is if you are at 70 stat, you'll get the full refund like you used to. But if you go beyond that, you'll actually get a little bit more, which most of the time doesn't matter. But like if you're using like a Fidia Spade or any of the multi melee things or Stasis Shurikens, it'll go up to like 1 1/3 charges. So you can keep that going even better if you're fully invested in melee. So you have like more reasons like to invest in it. If you want
Okay.
more melees, you want them to be more damaging, then you just go all in on that.
So at least 70 in that if you want the
Embarrassment of Shuriken.
Which is great.
way better
freeze
melee
everything.
generation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And
then
you'd
I
have to
won't
be the
bothering
enemies,
you.
which
Like,
is-
don't kill this thing.
which
Why do
I've
my
definitely
dodge?
screwed up
And you can
before.
just-
Do it wherever you want.
So yeah, let's go on to Titans. So this one thematically, I
Thank
think,
you.
for me at least, I'm just like,
What is this?
you're a forge.
Oh, this one's to do with the
This
hammer,
is
right?
Melis Panoplia, which is an
A hard
exotic
name to say.
Yeah.
As we get deeper into Destiny, the names get a little, yeah. But go ahead.
It's it's an exotic themed around something that people have been asking for a long time, which is kind of the fantasy of Thor's hammer. Of I want to be able to pull my hammer back to me after I throw
This
it.
hammer.
So
I wonder how good
there's, like, a
Hammer's gonna
little
be.
metagame loop here where you
He's
get
got
fire
nerfs
spike,
a while
pick it up,
ago,
and you get
but then
buff
like
that lets you
melee
pull the
has
hammer back to
gotten
you, and if you pull the
a
hammer back
damage
with good timing,
increase.
it'll explode and to like solar shrapnel and hit stuff for like extra damage on the way back. Kind of like how hammer saw works, and I think the hammer also will damage things on the return trip too. So if you position yourself well, you can actually like send it back through guys.
Line them up.
Back,
Yeah.
Yeah, we've wanted to do this for a long time, but it's been kind of a scary,
Complicated.
Yeah, it's hard to balance this sort of thing where it's like it returns all your energy, but it also you can pull it back to you at any time. So Alex, our designer, really knocked
That could be
it out of
fun.
the
I feel like that
park
could be
as far
fun.
as,
It came out so well.
Depending on what the damage will look like
activator and the
in certain
performance.
game
I talked about the
modes.
animation, right?
Yeah.
Before this.
I love the performance on this thing. We've got like this beat where it's like all this magnetic like handshaking. It feels so good. We actually did like a new tech thing on this where if you're like looking off to the side, we kind of move the player's hand a little bit so you're like still kind of actually pulling the hammer. And that's like the first time we've done that with like a world object, and it's very cool. It feels really good.
Awesome.
It's super satisfying.
Yeah,
I like that.
So we're going to be getting into some.
I
more
think that could be a
gameplay
fun
and
exo to
actual,
play around with.
Activity in a minute, but before we go, I do want to ask for stats.
Before we go?
And actually,
Oh,
two
what the
things.
heck, dude? I was
with your
like, huh?
exotics, there are going to be gear bonuses that you can build on top of, correct? And that's a new Armor 3.0 feature.
Yeah, so gear bonuses when a new armor set drops. If you have 2 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get an additional perk. If you have 4 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get another perk on top of that. So I could take 2 pieces from one set, 2 pieces from another set, and then an exotic, and I have like more perks than I've ever had before on my Guardian.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of the
enables you to
armor
expand your build
perks,
craft in new ways.
Yeah,
which
we
look
actually
like they could be
we have an
real.
example of this in the build right now.
Oh,
If, Game
God.
This could inspect an armor piece.
As if weapon farming wasn't bad
You
enough,
can
we're gonna have.
see,
I mean,
here are some of the
there was armor
destination,
farming to
armor
a
bonuses.
degree, but armor farming is gonna go way more important now because of these perks. What is this? Aeon renewal, 2-piece. After a fire blow with any rocket or grenade launcher, so for a short time to gain speed booster. Like a speed booster. Oh, apologies, I was talking to someone. 4-piece reactive booster. Once per activation of Force Converter. Excuse me? Oh, that's the first one. Sprinting while at critical health, being suspended, or being slowed by a stasis effect will merely grant speed booster for a short duration. Speed booster. So will that be similar to like the amplified? I guess? Like the amplified effect you get for sprinting?
You can get.
Yeah, so at 2 pieces we have Force Converter. At 4 pieces we have Reactive Booster. And, sorry, go for it.
Okay, I was just gonna say like. So,
Yeah, let
these
us
are
speak.
unique to the armor set itself. Something more than just like cosmetics that you might want out of these.
Gives you another reason to like go to
Right.
a specific place and pursue a specific armor set besides just fashion. Although fashion is still very
Although
important.
You can
Very
still
important.
use your armor
We
synthesis. yeah,
love
with bullets on
fashion.
these,
Yeah. And I mean, we also get to make perks that are like, I'm the this guy, you know, because you're investing so heavily in the 4-piece perk.
The Force?
What's really cool
Off.
about this is like, I think this is going to be very cool at live when we like launch. But I think in like 2, releases or whatever, just a little bit in the future, we're going to see people go like, hey, remember that armor
Yeah.
that I
Mixing
got?
like something from 2 seasons ago
Right,
with
the
now.
2-piece perk from
God.
Kepler is
Don't.
really cool with whatever, and we're really excited about that.
Stop
And
it.
then the second piece
Oh,
of
that
this
makes
is going
me-
to be
that
for
makes
the
me
stats
nervous.
rework. Some of the fragments are going to be reworked as well to
Sounds like,
adopt new
oof.
stats or change, right?
Yeah, so fragments still can adjust your stats.
So we're gonna have
up or
like maybe like
down,
entire
depending on
armor
the
sets
build.
dedicated to like boss damage
Some
or
of
just
these,
like damage.
because we've deprecated some
Depending
of
on
our
like this like
perks, our
perks that are
rather.
like that.
Some of these are new, like we're gonna have.
I guess because I barely touch my armor except for the mods, so
which, just
probably a
opens up
decent
new
enough shake up.
crafting avenues.
who are actually engaging with that side of the screen a bit more.
Settles for all of the stat stuff before we go in and adjust these further. But yeah, I think players have a lot of different ways to build out their stats and become the grenade master, the weapon master, and whatever they want to do.
So, quick shout out, Dark Slifer, Childish CG, and Snivvyland for those last two questions.
Glub Shittos?
Ahead of time. Feel free to keep dropping questions in chat. I'm glancing down here every so often.
Oh, random shitters in chat. Okay.
And let's talk about some new stuff. Vivian, you have been very excited about a new weapon archetype that is.
Wait, what was that?
Stuff. Vivian.
Is there anything new at the? Wait, oh, there's destinations still. If you do that, okay. And that's that. I think that's the firing range. That. Is there any other new icons or anything? No. It's a mission or something here.
You have been very excited about a new weapon archetype that is coming with the Edge of Fate.
I sure am. For centuries, humanity has wondered, like, what would a legendary bow look like in the heavy slot? And today I have your answer.
I don't know if we necessarily have.
For Edge of Fate, we are building a crossbow. It plays like a new archetype, but it is technically a bow for the purposes of, like, it's going to fill all your bounties, that kind of stuff. Now, so when we went to go make this, we knew it was a very cool fantasy, right? We want the feeling of, like, really drawing it back and it hitting a single target and doing a ton of damage. But we do have linear fusion rifles, right? And that's always the question, is like, what does this do that's different? What's the fun gameplay?
Yeah, is it?
And we settled on, well,
is it worth using?
When you shoot that big heavy bolt and it hits your target, you can just go pick it back up. So this thing theoretically is a heavy weapon with unlimited ammo.
Okay.
For an entire nightfall if you want. I would love to see someone do that. Go clear a dungeon without ever using anything else or whatever, It's very cool. You have to put yourself in danger.
Interesting premise for it.
It's just such a satisfying loop to just like pull it out of some, dead hive.
But theoretically has infinite damage.
Someone else, it's great.
I saw
infinite
last week
ammo. What's the damage gonna look like?
Someone run the entire map with a single bolt, and they just kept it alive for minutes on end.
That was me. I'm sorry.
I can hear the PvP mains like when you said infinite heavy ammo.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
but it's like you gotta go.
You
pick
gotta
that
go
thing
get
up.
it. Yeah. So it's not free, but it is very potent.
Yeah. And in PvP, you only get the one. You gotta get the headshot, and it's very funny. It ends up being like this game of like keep away, where you're like, we cannot let Taylor get near this thing.
So as we're
if
going
you need a
through this section,
headshot,
we'll get some gameplay footage. This is a good example of the portal system that we'll be talking about next week on July 1st. Make sure to tune in. But we're going to be taking some content from just the history of Destiny, and it will be in the portal to go in and play. Power progression, we'll be talking about that next week, so stay tuned for that.
Okay, bring back 7th Spire. Okay.
Crossbow, though. You were talking about this.
Will you be able to earn any legacy triumphs or anything associated with those activities?
So we had a really fun opportunity when we were making this, where we go to the talent grid, and we always want to make stuff kind of like new and different. And we got to the talent grid, and we were like, this thing does not have a magazine. We cannot put magazines on this, right? And it gave us the opportunity to like really go, what would like a different magazine plug system look like? And so what we ended up going for is like, we have bolt types, and the bolt types, instead of just being stats, they're going to alter the way the bolt actually behaves out in the world.
Yeah.
So we've got, one of them is like explosive bolt, where it's gonna put in a target, it'll like beep, 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 and it'll just explode. Kind of like a grenade launcher. And then we have, my personal favorite is that we have serrated bolts. I remembered to say the shipping name this time.
You can say, if it doesn't have 3 names, it's not real game dev.
I never know when things go live. I never know. I'm like, you guys know better than I do the names.
Go ahead.
But so we have serrated bolts, and you can put like the bolt in a target with serrated bolts, and you can normally draw them back out of living targets, but if you have serrated bolts, they're gonna deal damage on the exit too. And it is so satisfying to like land the final hit with the pull, and you just pull back your bolts and you get them, and they just go flying.
I'll take that back. Yeah. When you first brought this up, I was just like, that's so metal. Like, gimme.
It's something.
Really quick, just on the topic of ammo, there are new ammo meters. Bjorn, we were going to talk about this in the firing range, shooting range, but we actually have some live gameplay where we can see these meters working out. Can you talk us through what is this new system, how does it work, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so there's been a pretty big shakeup in the way that ammo works in the game, where in the past it wasn't really anything that you had too much control over, but now it is something that you have like a lot of control over and a lot of build crafting hooks to optimize or like make your own. And it almost like kind of works like an ability or like a super does now, where it lives in your weapon tray. You can see there below the weapons on kills and assists with anything that'll tick up. And then when you hit full, the next kill will drop you a brick of that type. So there's a lot of things you can do now that you can build into to like have a lot more control over the pacing of when you're getting that.
Sweet.
And like there's a bunch of armor mods that exist now that like pretty much all the things that used to be finders or inventory now fit into ammo generation, which is like a new weapon stat. So players have a lot of different ways to kind of build around that, depending on like, you know, if you have a really ammo hungry special weapon, then you have some options now to actually make that easier to feed.
And we'll be talking about this in depth in a future Twitter blog, so stay tuned for that, especially PvP heads. I've already seen conversation from our content creator videos going out. But before we get out of combat, I do want to talk about, alongside the new weapon archetype of the crossbow, we have some new weapon frames coming to the game.
Yeah, we do.
Wow, more frames.
So, let's start with the hand cannon.
Oh wait, that's is that the rocket pulse?
It's like a big, chunky, beefy hand cannon that fires shotgun pellets.
What?
Very close range, but hard hitting. Can two-tap PvP. I'm a little afraid of that, but
Great.
sure it'll be great.
Does it have the range
it's
of a hand
limited.
cannon?
It's like a
With the
a
output
sidearm,
of a
like a big punchy sidearm, but like even less range than a sidearm.
Yeah, less
But,
range
like,
than a
less
sidearm.
This
precision reliant.
thing has become my baby in
Yeah.
PvP. I love this thing.
It's
okay.
great.
It's kind of like having like a sawed-off
Yeah.
that's like a primary ammo, and it is just so good if you play aggressive or you use like other abilities to hit people.
It's
or
really
just
good
want
as like a
people-
mixer in between other stuff.
Right, and that's exactly how I
Oh,
play.
it's
so
primary.
I love this thing.
And second, so shout out to
okay.
Sammy Cat, resident bow lover. She does full solo dungeons, HUD off, bows only. We have a new bow frame that's going to be coming.
Bows.
we made,
Bows are
bow,
interesting. I
which
don't
is like,
use them a whole lot.
A big, heavy war bow, even slower draw than precisions, but more damage, and it has
High impact longbow.
intrinsic
High power
penetration.
draw
So
with
if you line
over
up a bunch of thrall,
penetrating
and you
arrows.
like hip fire a full draw, it'll just go straight through all of them with one shot.
I love that our damage numbers have been squished a little bit, so they actually mean something now. Because if you look at how much damage this bow is doing compared to like each one of those pellets in the hand cannon,
Right.
Like when like in the live game where
'Cause
it's
I
like,
kn-
I did 20,000 damage with this, I was like,
Yeah,
the
it's hard to
numbers
compare.
start to be
Right.
meanerless. But for me, we've just changed.
Okay, so they're
much, and I can
reducing
overstate, like,
The
how-
numbers of the damage,
yeah,
but
how
still
much that has changed
technically
and
like
how
the same,
game
or
is-
whatever.
is, I guess evolving.
He's got a.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
is
of
that a
those
new?
changes are, like,
Shit,
go
it's,
hand in hand, right?
bruh.
Us changing the stats
The shield
around, us
bane.
making new builds possible. A lot of these changes
Excuse
are all, like,
me?
they're all going to kind of combine to create something new.
Assume you can get through that with anti-barrier or something like that.
We'll talk about this
Would-
next week.
Yeah.
But
Not sure if there would be any other way.
New Banes are incredible. I'm very excited for players.
Oh boy.
Yeah, as if some of these Banes weren't already
modifiers, all that kind of
annoying.
stuff. And then the final weapon we got on tap is going to be a special weapon, another burst, shoots explosives.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So,
Ooh,
while a lot
got
of
envious
people
arsenal.
are big fans of rocket-assisted sidearms, now we have a rocket-assisted frame pulse rifle. So that fits a similar role, but a little bit different. It's a little more ammo hungry than the sidearms. Got a bit more range and hits a bit harder. So it kind of fits in between like a fusion rifle and a sniper rifle. Also kind of fires a little bit differently than pulse rifles, which is interesting
okay.
because like all of our pulse rifles have like different burst delay.
Spot
But
in the
when you're
meta, I
firing
suppose.
Each pulse, they all have like the same rate of fire. So this, instead of being like the, brr, it's like a bop bop bop. So it feels heavier and it's firing these like big, slower projectiles. So it feels chunkier.
Special,
for,
special ammo
Dave Samuel.
pulse.
There.
I aspire to greatness.
Okay.
This thing is like
Wait,
real cool.
that was a
It's
strange
really heavy,
coin.
But it's also like, you know, like we said, it's like
Hello?
ammo hungry. One of the cool things.
Don't we
about
gotta get those at the
is,
end of the
like,
activity?
we have the ammo stat. You know, you can
Saw
build
that
it,
game.
You can eliminate that.
Saw that.
downside, and now you can see it working.
Yeah, same for the long
Can't
bow,
hide from
too.
me.
Like, there were some perks on the random rolls that you can go in, lessen the draw time. Like, sure, it's
So
still
are they gonna be
a little
easy
bit
to
slow
acquire
for
now?
heavy hitting, but
The only
there's
way
a
you get
bunch
them is
ways
at the
that you
end
can
of the
build craft and do
activities.
these things to feel good for your players.
Like you have like one for all or other things that care about hitting multiple targets.
Yeah, right. So as we're going through this transition, we actually have a bunch more to cover, and gear tiering has been top of mind for a lot of players. Ever since
Gameplay
our
not
reveal
fun or
stream.
subject to
So,
change.
Eric, I'd love to dive
Yeah, I doubt the
in and
activity
just
you're
revisit
playing is
what's
going
the
to change
high-level
much,
vision
considering
for gear tiering
it was
and
during
how we're
Season of the
getting players
Witch, which was
reinvested in
over a
that.
year
so
ago.
Gear tiering enables players to look at a piece of gear at a glance and like understand how powerful it is. So you can see those kind of 5 icons or 5 little dots there. This is a
Stop it.
tier armor piece we're looking at, and the stat package or the stat
Oh.
pool that each
So
piece
higher
is
tier
going to depend
gives
on
you
the
more
tier. So
total
you see that tier 1
stats.
is going to drop between 52
Okay.
and 57 stat totals, and then at tier 5 you are guaranteed 75 stats plus stat tuning, which lets you kind of add some.
Yeah, shout out to, there were a bunch of folks that were asking,
Tuning?
what are stat bands? Because in the game right now, it's what is low to a given player. Like 62 feels low, but an actual definition is like 58 or lower.
Yeah.
In the game now, we have UI that tells you exactly what are the stat bands for each of the tiers, so you know what you're looking for as you're trying to build to 200 or 150 or whatever you're looking for.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I love that we did this because this is the most common question I get in my clan that I answer, and I love that you can just go see it now.
Yeah, having information in game is great. I think the biggest thing about this is that because the bands are a lot narrower, you have a much better expectation of what you're getting like before you even start the activity. So, like I know a lot of people like you go into a master dungeon to farm some artifice armor, and you don't know if you're going to get like 55 or 70. Yeah, it's like an extremely
Yeah,
wide range.
artifice
so, like, that takes a
farming
lot of
is
time and effort to get through. Now it's
boring
just like you're going into like a
because you can get the artifice, but if the shit stat, shit total stat, it's got rubbish. But if it's high stat, but then the fucking spikes are terrible, it's like, oh, brother.
But it will be valuable. It'll be the stat total that you want.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, and with the new portal system, which we'll talk about next week,
Oh,
you're gonna have a score goal that you want to hit to get that exact armor piece, and it's like more targeted farming or more targeted. You know, if I want to chase a certain thing, like I know what I have to do to get it, and when it drops, I know what it's gonna give me as far as the total value, right?
Yeah.
And it's just much more clear and exciting. So.
And oh, go ahead.
I really like, we're mousing over here, the armor archetype. We now like display what things are going to be high on it and what things are going to be low. And they're like a little further apart where things are going to be spikier now. And so like, if you want to really max out stats, you can just look for that, emblem. You'll know what your armor is kind of like going to be good at. And it's
You can see that like at your main inventory level too. So you're just like mousing over like, oh, I just got a bunch of drops. What did I get? Cool. Is it gunner? Is it grenadier?
Right.
Like what is the thing that I want? You can use that as like a quick reference rather than needing to go all the way into inspection and see like the exact stats.
And the last detail on tier 5 for armor, we mentioned this in the reveal stream. But you can get to 11
Is this thing okay
energy for
today?
your armor. So it helps with build crafting. You can get more of those armor mods slotted and that kind of stuff.
archetypes. Wow.
Yeah, right.
So are those the stats? Those things were like
So, I would love
focus
we have
on?
some examples of tier 1, tier 3, and tier 5 weapons.
We're more
to
likely
show
to roll
what is
with.
that progression looking like?
Yeah, similarly, when a weapon drops, I'm able to just glance at it and be like, oh, tier 1 weapon, it's going to have base stats, it's going to have a limited perk pool there. But then I could...
Base, enhanced, multi-pack. Huh. Okay.
You can see at tier 3, we now have 2 enhanced traits. We have some of our columns are going to have more perk options in them. And then tier 5, so this is a tier 3. And then tier 5 is going to have even more. Like look at the options here, and so much enhancement.
God damn.
Tier 4 you get the enhanced weapon mods too.
Right.
What is this? Slightly increased ammo rate regen.
Yeah, kind of like
What's that
how
one?
armor is
What's the other
like
one?
you have
Show the other
much
one.
better
Show the other one.
Understanding of like when I'm starting an activity, what is
Screw you.
the things I'm getting. This like the multi perk and the enhanced perks kind of work for that too. So the odds of you getting that like specific god roll or multi god roll, if you're looking for like the combo PvP PvE weapon,
we're
are
adding
a lot higher than like in past activities where you're just getting, okay, I'm gonna get one adept with one trait in each column.
Yeah, and we're adding a lot of depth. Like as we were hovering over those enhanced perks,
We
they
love
have
multi-perk.
additional things that they can do, whether it be stats or power for the perk. We're putting all of these details into the game so people know as they're getting into this depth, they can hover over these things, understand all the different stats. We'll, of course, have blog components. We'll have some guides that our players make, our creators make.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about that part of it.
So,
Yeah, that said, if you have a great weapon drop that, you know, dropped this season or 5 seasons ago, if it's a good roll, it's a good roll. Like it's, you know, just because it doesn't necessarily adhere to the tier system doesn't mean it is not equal or greater value in some
yeah,
cases.
there was this really funny reference that Mactix made, one of our
Oh,
creators,
God.
where he had this beautiful giant sword, and he's like, this is what I got today, and it has perfect rolls for a rocket launcher, et cetera, and here's my new tier 1 weapon that doesn't really have good perks. Like, what are you going to use?
Yeah.
So to answer the question, Shadow on Blue Sky was asking, are my weapons that I have right now or armor, like, is that going to be viable in high-end content? And the answer is, of course. There are going to be a couple things in here that add incentive to try out new things.
Okay.
But, Vivian, you
Well,
had,
it's not going to be.
kind of framed it
My
as a
stuff's not
cherry
going to
on
be
top.
turned into total garbo.
And it's also like a way to, you know, in the past, sometimes like the best way to
Which
get
would
your
be
path to power
nuts.
was like to do a lot of something. But now if you like do really hard activities as well, you know, we're also just kind of rewarding you for the time there.
Yeah. So right at the
Talk
9.
about
Oh, go ahead.
feature gear stuff in relation to this.
Yeah, we will in a second, but I just wanted to touch on right at the 9. Some folks were asking, like, what do these equate to in the tier system? And when you get an adept right at the 9 weapon, both of your columns are enhanced, all that kind of stuff. Like, it looks like a tier 3. It's going to feel like a tier 3 for a while. So there is a good handshake as you're going into Edge of Fate. But yeah, the last thing for tier 5
that
gear, I would
only
like
the
to
right
show
of the 9
cosmetic
adept?
treatment that we've been
Is
doing.
that all
we showed this
adepts?
in the reveal stream, but tier 5s have an awesome new
Oh no, I
shader
think that's
treatment
only
and
the right of
also
the 9
effects.
ones, I think.
Yeah, so these basically on the weapons, they'll come with like fancy shader on it, and then something almost kind of similar to what we do with Sweaty Confetti, but now it's like a specific slot where it gets a custom kill effect that only comes on the tier 5 variant.
Yeah, and you can see with gear tiering, it's kind of
Yeah, I don't care about. Do not care about that at all.
Players like this. Now we have a new slot for it. Players really like hollow foils as a chase in the game right now, and now we have tier 5s where you get sort of a hollow foil style treatment for it. So it's been really cool to watch y'all develop this over time. But to your point, this actually is a good segue into the next section where we're talking about new and featured gear and our artifact. So Eric, if you want to take the stage, what is new or featured gear?
Yeah, so our new gear.
New
when
featured
they-
gear? What?
when we drop new weapons and armor for a season or for a release, that is going to get a bonus. It's going to be a little bit stronger than your other options. So
Grants
on
damage resistance
the
when using new
armor
gear
side,
armor.
you are going to get a damage resistance bonus per piece you have equipped, and that is, it kind of scales by gear tier. So if I have 5 tier 1 armor pieces, I'm going to have 5% damage resistance against, you know, everything. But if I have 5 tier 5 gear pieces, I'm going to have 15% damage versus everything. So I guess, yeah. So it is
Oh my God.
something that
Dude,
allows me to
the
have
grind
a
is
little
going to
bit of an
be
edge. You know, it's a very
grindy.
small amount. It's a min-max sort of situation where if I wanted to wear stuff that is not in the new gear pool, like I am not at a huge detriment.
Right.
But
Something that gives you like that little bit of
Yeah, but
edge
damage
to, like,
resistance is
inch up
damage
into, like, the
resistance.
highest tier stuff when you like really need just a little bit more health or a little bit more damage.
Yeah, speaking of
Exactly.
damage, so you can see that
Dude.
the max is actually 10%. This is a clarification. We invited some folks into the studio to look through all of this. The original number was 15%. It's actually 10% on your additional damage when you get all your tier 5 weapons equipped. So again, cherry on top, where it kind of gives you that edge, and also it gives you a way, kind of like in earlier releases where you walk out into the tower and you're wearing all your raid gear. You're kind of like peacocking, as y'all have framed it. And now it's, oh, hey, I have all tier 5 gear. This shows like, not only have I mastered this content, but I've earned a bunch of really cool stuff.
I know life to this game.
Carry my team.
No, I'm joking.
So,
I'm joking.
When it comes to the new gear as well, what's the way that you identify that as a player?
Yeah, so if you
So
see
it has
that
the
little
blue
kind of
tag.
teal icon in the top left corner of the armor piece, that is going to that's going to tell me that it is in the new gear pool. So it's not only gear from this season or release, but it is also gear. It's like a collection of exotic pieces as well.
Yeah,
So-
we hop into the collections really quick. There's actually a new section that's going to show, here's our featured gear. So if you have some things from previous releases, those are going to be a part of the build crafting as well.
Correct.
A note for any newer players or returning players, some
It's
of
only
these things are actually,
certain-
like, you can go to Xur, try to grab those. You can go into Rise
It's
of the
only
Nine,
be certain
Emissary's gonna have
ones?
a few things like Graviton.
Promethean Spur? Dude. Bellwinters? I'd never seen anyone wear those. Or the fucking filaments one.
On Lance. That's a great thing to pick up before this new release starts, so then you have a little bit of an edge going in.
Yeah, if y'all
Wordline zero, Wordline zero.
right now, right?
Yeah,
Heck.
and we will have follow-up blogs where we're going to go line by line. I understand, like, this stream has a lot of data. It has a lot of numbers, that kind of stuff, big lists of gear.
Why does it have a red border around it in the menu? That irritates me.
So I think with that, we can go into the
Wait, they just showed up on the weapons. Third iteration. Dude.
artifact as well.
Cool.
Also, clear your goddamn thing so you've got like the glow or whatever the fuck thing.
We're going and we're exploring Kepler. So kind of going with that theme is we wanted this to be kind of like, scout the wild frontier. And so to that end, it's kind of a little longer range.
Wait, that's
weapon-wise.
stat.
To that end,
Instead of just like an individual. So you get pulse, scout, sidearm hand. Okay.
a little longer range.
So that's a better way of doing it instead of
weapon-wise
just having like
than some of our
necessarily just an
recent
individual.
artifacts. One of the other like themes that we wanted to get was like, this is gonna be like me and my fire team, So if you're scouting solo, we have stuff for solo. If you're scouting as a group, we have stuff as a group. Then lastly is like we made this artifact like a little more weapons focused than we maybe normally do, because we wanted to kind of like highlight
Gain sustained
that
precision
kinda,
against
like,
commands,
the
while
Guardians
need 2 more
kid,
allies
kinda
grants you damage
down-to-earth,
resistance.
Kind of like grit thing. Some of my favorite perks in these are in the 5th column. There's that first one is Radiant Shrapnel. And this is
Oh my
gonna
God.
add like an additive shrapnel burst.
Wow.
When you're killing guys when,
Thank you.
they're radiant or when you're radiant or
Appreciated.
they are scorched. And I
Bye.
actually really like that like we pay out scorched a little.
Loser.
'Cause, like sometimes you can't quite get that ignition,
So that's going to pair really well with the
What's
Warlock
that?
exotic
Yeah.
coming out.
Stunning
yeah,
damage
you can scorch a bunch of guys and then you
already
can cause
in.
them to alt burst. It's very cool. The 4th one in this
Okay.
column also is a favorite of mine. It's
So
Tangle's Web.
that
And
last
this is
column
gonna
should be like the
suspend everyone
most
when you
potent
generate a
ones.
tangle via combat. And normally we do that effect, we reserve that effect for breaking the tangle, right? And now it's like on creation, and it leads to a very fun situation where you can just kind of walk up and take it, and you're like, thank you guys, I'll be back. And they can't do anything, and it kind of gets you there faster if you're not using like grapple grenade or something.
It works really well with the Hunter Exotic.
It also works really well with the Hunter Exotic. It's lots of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, so there's a question from V. Ferrer sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asking, are there going to be more seasonal mods? And with the artifact, you can see next major update, there's going to be another row, as people know. With the featured gear, there's also going to be added exotics to that pool. And Bjorn, I believe we are also making some new seasonal mods that'll be released over time, correct?
Yeah, kind of in the same way that we did last season, where we had the like Taken theme set of weapon mods. We'll have the same thing for this release's theme.
Oh, okay.
Find those out as they come.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I believe we are at the end of the stream. Thank you so much for joining us on the couch. Everybody out there, thank you so much for joining us during this live stream to see
Why
what we
there's
have
a
to
whole
offer. We
extra
do have
time
another
of
live
just
stream
a thank
next
you for watching
Tuesday,
thing.
July 1st, same time, same place, different cast. Sorry, I'll invite you back soon. But we're going to be talking Portal Power Progression. So, what are you playing? How are you earning things? How are you getting
That
up
one
to these
thing or
tier
3
5s?
things?
And also, how are
It
you
sounds like
customizing your
it sounds like it could be
Portal with
a
new
single
minions,
thing.
new modifiers, all
The
that
way you
kind of
said
stuff.
it.
Just because this is information heavy, as I mentioned, we do have a slate of blog content that'll be coming live. We'll have a recap on Thursday.
Okay, I don't care. Thank you. no stats for mandatory, but there's a stat that boosts weapon damage, reload speed, and ammo drops. Oh shit, no, don't do that. I mean, yeah, that feels like a required stat. I'm not sure what the health one does. If it gives you more health, that also feels like it's required to a degree. Spared with the addition of the shooting range is amazing. Oof. Newest feature, you can turn into electric ball in one location. Oof. Kitty got a claws out. Whole DLC could have been an email. I think we understand just how little content we're actually getting. New subclass or new DLC, please Bungie. Best we can do is turn into an electric ball. Oof. New crossbow in the household was a surprise. That we theoretically have infinite ammo from picking the bolts back up. It even works in PvP. Could be very potent. It even gets different bolt types so amazing packs. The plays, I can't wait. We get a new darkness power, Bungie. No. You turn a really cool ball that's never been done before. Don't look at that other game. Damn. People in here are mean, eh? The heck? Crazy how I saw the community complain about having to go to 10 different content creators for this info, and how they wished that Bungie did a normal live stream, only to then complain when all this information was put together in one dev stream. I mean, it's not. It's laid out over multiple. The good news, aside from the crossbow, what did we even expect? Love Destiny, Final Shape would have been the perfect place to end. Oh. Nothing burger. Woof. I saw a lot of people calling this a nothing burger. I did kind of feel like that. I feel like I didn't learn a whole lot of new stuff. Personally. But, hi. Who cares, eh? Alright, well, wow, that was a clean hour, eh? Well, not actually, because it was like 5 minutes. Alright. The next thing I want to kind of talk about is stop killing games. Does he link it? Here you go. So there's this guy, Ross. He's like the kind of like, I guess the closest thing to a figurehead, I guess you can call that. The basic premise is just gain more, like try to get like sort of legislation around live services games for the most part, and like preserving them so that there's a way to still play them in a way, or so like they just don't like go offline and just disappear into the ether. So like this was been around for a little bit, like maybe a bit over nearly a year, maybe, or like 10 months, I think. So I'll just have a looking against the consumer movement started to change the legality of publishers destroying video games that they have sold to customers. An increasing number of video games are sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date, but is designed to be completely unplayable as soon as support from the publisher ends. This practice is a form of planned obsolescence and is not like detrimental to customers, makes preservation effectively impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. Over the past year, we have successfully escalated complaints of this problem. Consumer agencies in France, Germany, and Australia brought forth petitions of new law to this problem in various countries. List of the actions taken can be viewed here. EU, UK, France. What about Australia? Australia submitted complaints to the ACCC on the crew. So yeah, the thing that kind of kicked this off was the game The Crew, which is some like live service racing game. The servers went offline, just like a lot of people got really kind of upset. Where people, I think like one of them was like, why didn't you like make like a offline patch? Like you just make a patch that makes it playable offline. This is like probably a lot of like more nitty gritty stuff that I don't remember because it was a while ago. But was it Mr. Ross here did make a video about saying stop killing games and like the initiative as a whole, and then everyone's favorite genius man decided he would comment on it. Okay, I don't want that. I just want, hold on, can I, goddamn freaking links I've already been to. This absolute gem of a human who's definitely not stupid or malicious in any way. What is this? Japanese and breakfast fast-paced arcade shoot 'em up where you say breakfast, say the word, take a drive kitchen. Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway, so this guy talked about stop killing games, and the framing he did on it was so like just asinine and like malicious. Say like, oh, you want them to give up server binaries and crap like that. It's like, no, we just want there to be preservation of some variety so these games don't become bricks. So like if you bought this as a physical product with a disc, there's data on that disc, but it's unusable, right? It's just like, oh, and then I think when we said about the Crew specific, it's like, oh, but the licensing of like the cars and stuff, it's like, okay, who cares? That's not my problem. That shouldn't be on the consumer at all. So it's like, oof. How are they doing? Yeah. So this is how it's come back up recently is the European petition thingy that's like for the EU Parliament or whatever. Well, it's gonna like end, I think, in like July at some point. And yeah, they're like about halfway to the goal they need to be. Which means not much will probably happen. Thank you. So yeah. Like the way Pirate Scumware framed this entire initiative was just really annoying. And I mean, Pirate Software has had a lot of issues like the past year or so. I think it kind of started here with this stuff a little bit, and then there was the whole Diamol crap. Hello, I'm going good. How are you? But he's kind of gone off the not deep end necessarily, just kind of he's been revealed to be quite the terrible person. Why does it say dad there? But yeah. And then there's even more recently where some guy had like grooming claims against him and like posted logs where he was doing like furry roleplay with him. So he was like doing like gay furry roleplay or something. It was like, the heck is going on with this guy? And then like in those like exchanges, he was talking about how like no one knows he's into like the role play and that he doesn't want people to know or something. It was like really, it was wild stuff. But like he went after this stop killing games crap, but his like framing was entirely dishonest. But yeah. So then Mr. Ross here decided to make a video, was it a day ago or so? Because the EU initiative is coming to the end, but it's not quite, well, it's pretty far from where it needs to be, unfortunately, so it's unlikely that this will succeed in any way. Though obviously it's taken other measures, but I don't think it's heard back from any of them, unfortunately. Yeah, I can see the chat. I said hello if you didn't hear me. Oh, fucking. Let's see, what do you do here? Can we have a look? What is this? Oh, responded. Wait. Responded? Votes for the matters raised in the petition request. The response has been presented to the House of the Committee Chair. It's voted of view below. Therefore, Minister response. Oh, what is this? You good? It's all good. Oh, I have to download the damn thing. Wait, what was the Minister response to this? Oh God, what is this? Thank you, correspondence. Personally ensure software sold in Australia remains in a functional state after the end of the product support period. Your correspondence has been referred to me for response. In Australia, businesses are generally free to set the terms and conditions of the products they sell. For digital products such as video games, consumers often purchase a license to use the product and do not have direct ownership over that product. This means that consumers' rights in relation to digital products are primarily governed by the terms and conditions set by the business in the associated licensing agreement. Yeah, I think this was the point to stop killing games, Mr. Minister guy, is that people buy these games and then it just turns out they're a license and then they can't fucking play the thing. That's like the thing he wants to combat. Well, I'm just checking out a few things I'm interested in, and then I'm gonna play some more Sly 3, which my goal is to platinum that. So I'm just checking out a few things I was interested in and then jumping into that. So I'm just gonna skip through this a bit. In 2020, October 22, government passed legislation through the Mall Competition Better Prices Bill. The amendments came into effect 2020. Introduced a civil penalty regime prohibiting the use of and reliance of unfair contract terms and standard form contracts. But they still get away with it, so guess that didn't work a little, bro. Government's going to consider options to improve the effectiveness of the consumer guarantee provisions in the ACL. The HMC has published guidance about consumer guarantees. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Jones. Thank you. July last year. Fair enough. So yeah, this all came ahead, this video, because this petition is about to end, and also Ross here, if you look at the chapters, so he covers just like just some stuff about stop killing games, and then we get to the best part of the video, a response to pirate software, where it's just this big chunk where he responds to pirate software directly. And then on Twitter, pirate software made this tweet, which then he later deleted. This guy is an absolute rat. Like, holy crap. I know he's into ferrets and everything, but Jesus. He like deleted this to hide. Then there's also some like I think that's from the old video or something. Like, this dude sucks so much ass. But thank God his reputation has kind of dwindled a little bit ever since the World of Warcraft roaching event, which is good. I like, the first time I saw him was just some like totally random shorts video. I paid no mind to the guy, but then like a little later I saw a couple of things about how this guy is like pretend, like, plays up how smart he is, and then he's like not even that smart, and then there was like the whole dime host. I was like, oh, this guy like royally sucks and is like a terrible person. So it's like oof. Anyway, so I thought we would check out this video by Mr. Ross here. I wonder, does Pirate Software respond in the comments here or anything? I don't think so. No. I'll check out this full. Check the. I'm not sure if I'll watch all this opening chunk. I at least want to watch this Pirate Software chunk of it at the very least. Okay, we'll see how we go. Depending on, I'll let it play for a little bit, and then if I don't have much to add, I'll skip to the stuff I'm interested in.
Hello, this is probably the final update to the Stop Killing Games campaign. Though I'm coming at you a little bit like a time traveler would.
Hey.
It'll make sense in a minute. As a refresher,
okay, you got 1 minute.
Games is a consumer movement.
Yeah, it's pretty long, so I might just end up skipping to here if I need to. What is this? Wait. So this starts around, let's say, 20 minutes. And then... Oof. So yeah, he talks about Pirate Software a little bit, which, to be fair, Pirate Software went really hard on this guy. Like, for no reason at all. Like, he said this guy's like a bad person. Cause he said what was it? He said like politicians like easy wins, and I was like, was it fucking called this guy disgusting for saying that? It was pretty funny. It's like, oh wow, I mean that's true of politicians, is it not? Hold on, let's critiques. Hold on, let me do my game. Is my game? Hold on, I didn't even check if I turned the game on before I even started streaming, so it was ready when I needed it. Give me a second. Oh crap! Is that gonna work? Give me a second. Oh my god, that's dude. Ross, don't be stoned to my soul like that, please. Just gonna, dude. Can do that real quick. I was staring to my soul. I suppose I could play this while also playing the game as well. Let me just adjust things where necessary. Do I have my thing turned on? I think I do. So listen to me. That's crazy. Hold on, let me put this up so I can do something real quick. Is that gonna work? There it is. Not even correct. I feel like that's not, that count is not correct. Okay, it is. Is that gonna load things properly? Hello? Oh, cables. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing, Capture Card? What are you doing? Hello? What is it doing? Oh, hold on. Being a bitch right now. Let me try unplugging the damn cable and then plugging it back in. Has it done that before? Why are you doing it now? Oh! Why is it not appearing on the screen? What is it doing? What it is? Maybe that's virtual. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's weird. Don't know why I did that. Let me make sure. Turn that down a bit. Bit loud in my ears. Okay, I think we're good. Let me just... Alright. Let me press that. Where am I up to? Okay, we did that one. Okay. Up to here. Oh, I think I need to update my category. Let me do that real quick. Fly 3. Okay, why is my title not correct on Twitch? Why does that happen sometimes? That's supremely annoying. Okay. I think it's good now. Damn thing. Okay. I think we're good. Dude. We're getting on the wrong category. Fuck.
After a careful analysis of Dr. M's fortress, Bentley came to the difficult conclusion that his demolition skills just weren't going to be enough. If we wanted to get inside the Cooper vault, we'd have to recruit a full-time demolition specialist. However, Bentley's proposed candidate was a shock. My old enemy, the Panda King.
Oh my god, not that pushover. That guy was so easy. What do you mean?
As a member of the original Fiendish Five, he had a part in taking out my dad and stealing pages from the Thievius Raccoonus.
Okay, I think
Eventually,
I
caught
adjust
up
the
with
audio.
him, and I claimed back what he had stolen. There was no way
Easiest
I was
boss in
gonna
the
let
game,
that
basically?
monster on my team, but Bentley was firm. He discovered the Panda King had left his life of crime and was now a monk living the life of quiet meditation high up in the mountains. I wasn't at all convinced, but there was no denying that
Oh,
he
crap.
had the
Didn't
skills
mean to
we
do that.
needed if we were to succeed. So the gang packed up, put on our disguises, and headed east to China.
What's this? Oh, great. Great, there's 2 trophies that require me not to take damage in this episode. Great. And it's for 2 of the
Stay
worst
sharp,
missions.
team. For all we know, the Panda King's just as
Fun.
dangerous as ever.
How can you say that? Just look at him. Have you ever seen someone more at peace with the world?
I'll admit, he does look kinda zenned out.
Ah, Mr. King, Honorable Panda King, we humbly wish to speak with you.
Guess he
But
doesn't want to talk. Sorry, Bentley. Let's go.
Be realistic, Sly. He's clearly in a deep meditative trance. It'll take some doing, but I think I see a way to get the team up to his shrine.
Good. The walk up here tired me out. I don't want to turn around now. Man, I miss the van. We never had to walk anywhere back
sometimes foreshadowing is fairly obvious.
then.
Okay. Let's just get this over with.
Whatever that means.
Murray, you're up first. If you could get to the top of that pillar, you should be able to use your ball move to bounce all the way up to the Panda King.
Okay, bouncing is a lot easier than more walking. Seriously, you guys want to see my blisters?
No.
Way. Is he serious?
Yeah, okay, master. Bouncing, pillars, piece of cake.
Yay, bouncing time.
I hear that. Sometimes you've got to be firm.
No, seriously, was he for real about the blisters? Cause, I don't know, it's... yeesh.
Oh, wait. Did I screw this up? I made it.
Okay, I'm in position.
Yeah, I don't think you have to yell. That's just rude.
Penelope, you're up next. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Sly can jump onto small points. Those bamboo shoots would be an ideal means of ascent if they weren't spaced so far apart.
Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out for myself.
It's, got to do with the ice.
Okay, so clearly we need more points in order for Sly to ascend. The problem? Where we're going to get them. The answer? Split each chute down the middle, thereby doubling the points of ascension. However, the ice down there appears too thin to walk on, so there's no way to do it by hand. So, I'll need to use my lightweight
His
remote
legs are
control
clipping
car
through his
to
chair
the
there.
trees first.
Perfect. That's it, exactly.
Great! Anything for Sly. I'd love to see him pull off those athletic moves.
Hey, yo, not while on the job. That's sexual harassment.
Perfect for splitting logs.
Oh god, the RC car. I hate this thing so much.
Two more to go. One tree left. Yes! There you go, Sly. Hope it's everything you could have wished for.
Thanks.
It's bamboo
looks
shoots,
great.
Penelope.
My pleasure.
Back
Really.
off. What the?
Anytime.
Get off.
Sly,
Get off
isn't
Sly's
it time
dick.
you
What the heck?
climbed up there and joined Murray?
Yeah, sure.
God damn. What, does this guy got a shiny? That's if this guy's a shiny, it can wait. You see? Screw you, Bentley. Oh, fuck you. The shiny takes priority. Okay. See? It was worth it. It was a gold bar. So, fuck you, Bentley. Oop. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude. Just disappeared. Bye. Did not mean to do that. Okay, this is barely ascending me. There we go. Now that's slightly going up. What the fuck?
Whack the supports up on those pinwheels.
Really?
Pinwheel destabilization is the cornerstone of this plan.
Is it? Is it, Bentley?
Jump into my hands and I'll throw you up there.
Yes, cradle me, Ben. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, that's an interesting angle. Mm-hmm. Oh. Wait, what? Where's his hand? Oh, on top of his snoz.
I'm all done up here.
Excellent. Now that the pinwheels are unstable, I just need to light them up with my darts. One shot per rocket should do the trick.
Why didn't you do it from up there? That was like the perfect spot. You had a way better angle from up there. The frick, Bentley? Damn. What's wrong with this turtle? Oh, fuck. Mistimed that. Shit. Fuck! I turned. I keep going too late. There we go.
Those pinwheels are about to go. Guru, feel up for a challenge? Well, that's right. You should be able to persuade the guards to help you get up to those rockets.
Oh, hiya.
Oh. Sticks. Ooh. Oof. That's close. Fuck! Ah! I'm just an innocent old man! Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh wait, I didn't need them. What am I doing? Oh, wait. God, I'm terrible right now. Just need, there we go. There we go. Seems dangerous.
Strong work. That fallen pinwheel should serve as an excellent makeshift elevator.
Wait, why does he use ability energy?
I agree. He's in a super meditative state.
So let's just shout in his ear.
Now, to break him out of this
Come on,
trance,
Sly,
we'll
that's
need
rude.
to delve
Why would you
into
do
his
that?
mind.
A hacksaw then?
No, it'll require channeling. Sly, sit beside the Panda King. The Guru will bridge your minds.
Oh my god, that sounds like a demon. So his head shrunk there for some reason. Pick him.
I see you carry the cane of the notorious Cooper thief clan. Have you
Yay,
come
I get to
here
beat you
for
up again.
revenge, to steal back the thievius racunas?
Whoa. This is just like the time I beat the stuffing out of you.
Why should you care if I bury a few worthless villagers in the snow? You are a thief, just like me.
Yeah, are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Insolent child, you shall pay dearly for your disrespect. Still, to honor your Cooper ancestry, I will send you to your doom with the beauty of my new firework technique. Flame Fu.
Flame. Ooh. Oh wow, it's so difficult. Oh my god. Whoa.
Booming chop.
Okay, ow. Whoops.
Fiery wheel. Fiery wheel. Bombs of thunder. Fiery wheel.
Snap out of it. This is all in your head.
My mind is clear, focused on your destruction.
I've got to break him out of this memory loop. Maybe I should make
We
him
both
sad.
know why you're here. You're fixated on the moment of your greatest defeat. I beat you, and forever after you've wondered how it all fell apart.
I hate you, Sly Cooper. You've ruined me. Ruined the Panda King.
And I've hated you, but that doesn't make any of this real. Years have passed, and we've both changed. Come out of this trance. Let's meet each other as we are today and let go of who we were when this fight occurred.
You are correct. Forgive me.
Dude.
My mind is not always my own.
Got anger management problems.
The Panda King wasn't any more excited about the notion of him joining the gang than I was. If it weren't for the guru, who for some reason really hit it off with the old guy, the whole deal would have been a bust. We could see the anger in the Panda King's eyes as he recounted how he lost a member of his own family. A daughter who was abducted by a powerful general
said
from the
daughter
northern
weird.
mountains.
Daughter.
She was to be the bride in a forced marriage to this unscrupulous ruler, and Panda King was exiled. We agreed to help him recover his lost daughter in exchange for his skills in the Cooper Vault job. I still wasn't convinced this was a good idea, but a deal's a deal.
Just grew that hair just to shave it off. Nope. Into a briefing.
Y'all know that our objective here is to retrieve the Panda King's daughter, Jing King. She's being kept against her will by this man, General Sao. A real peach.
That seems kind of a racist game.
I actually witnessed him kick a puppy twice. He plans on forcing Jing King to marry him next Saturday. Clearly, time is of the essence. Here's the plan. First, I'll approach Sao in disguise and attempt to get hired as his wedding planner. Hopefully with a man on the inside, we'll get some news on Jing King. Still, we need more information.
Really, it's too similar to that like chicken thing. Was it General So or something?
Sao's house of business. Once inside, I'll be
Like it's eerily similar.
Finally, thanks to Penelope's air sweeps, we've picked up an unusual radio signature out in the water. Someone
Oh God!
will eyeball the anomaly and figure out what it is. We can't leave anything up to chance here, or Jing King lives unhappily ever after.
Man, nothing wrong with forced marriage. What are you talking about? Jump attack. Move without being seen. Grackle cam, break in. Hello. Oh, shiny. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Priority. Priority. Gotta get the ooh, ruby. Worth it. Another one. I'm like that fucking oh shit. Hold on. I'm like that crab from Moana, okay? I gotta have the shiny thing. I gotta. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How are you? Oh, whoa, what the fuck? I was like black skin for a second there. What the frick? racist ass pig. Okay, where is it? Over there. Good. Just started playing. Check. I was looking at some other stuff a second ago. Well, not a second ago, but a little. Oh god! God damn it! I thought I could make it up there. Oh, stream's been going good so far. Haven't had any disconnects yet, so that's always good. That building's not loaded in, it's just the roof. Dude. Money, money, money! Money! Would they get me up there? Ow! Hitch.
Okay, General Sal's center of business is protected with a special double padlock. If we can get inside and pass
That's special?
all the security,
I don't know if that's special, Bentley.
we should have access to the
It's not the first time I've seen
for the
that.
wedding.
Sometimes
So,
I've seen
let's get to
3
pickpocketing
padlocks.
those keys.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The keys are designed with a self-destruct feature, and the guards carrying them are in constant radio contact.
I get it. If we steal a key from the first guard, he'll report it in. Then the second guard will destroy his copy before we have time to pull it.
That's right. We need to steal the keys almost simultaneously. Since you're better at this than me, I should probably go first.
All right, I'll take up position behind the target. Call me when you've made the pull, and I'll pounce.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. You're such a nerd, Bentley. Call.
I'm in position for the pull. The second you get your key, I'll go for this one.
Roger, I'm en route for key number 1.
Oh, son of a bitch, Bentley. Fuck you. I think I just fought. Oh my god, he did! That's crazy.
I've got the first key. Go for the second before the guards call in. Excellent. The key's intact. Let's meet in front of the general's statue for the handoff.
There you go, Bentley.
Nice
Hope you're
work.
happy.
With this second key in my grapple cam, I'm all set up for the inner office.
Sure you won't need my help on the inside?
I'm afraid this is a problem only technology can solve.
Right. Well, have fun with your, technology.
Don't wait up. This could go all night.
Yo! What the fuck? Hey! That... Bentley a robosexual? Oh crap. Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to spam it that much.
You weren't kidding about the security in this place. Hope your grapple can lure a guard onto that pressure plate. Otherwise, you're never getting into that upper level.
Self-destruct grapple. Pew! Oh, okay. Whoops. So I could grab that.
Over here! Hey, fatty! Come over to this position. Follow the sound of my voice. Yo, ugly! Yo, mama! Eat dirt! I'm yelling at you! Hey, pay attention to me!
Nice. Now, sleep dart him so he'll stay on the plate.
Oh.
All right. That opened the door to the upper office. Lure that top guard onto the second pressure plate, and it's sure to turn off the door lasers.
Is that the point I grappled to? Oh my god.
You're a bad person. I need it. Up your nose with a rubber hose. You with the low self-esteem. I'm right here. You will never find me.
Sleep him now while he's on the plate. Excellent. The way's
Got him.
all clear. Good thing you've got that afterburner. With nothing to climb on or to jump off of, it'll be your only means to the computer in the upper office.
Yeah, nothing to climb on. Gee, what do you think I am, a noob? I know what's up. Oh god, do I have to do a hacking minigame?
Don't be scared, little computer.
Oh my
This won't
god.
hurt a bit.
Yo! Henley!
The wedding
Jesus.
data must be behind these firewalls.
This guy is like, oof. This is too much. Fuck you. God. Go away.
Aha, the database is wide open. I'm a capital G genius.
Oh, I thought it was just if you stopped at G, I feel like that would have been funny. Bentley was the top G before the top G was even. Actually, no, he would have been born, wouldn't he? Unlucky. Get a job. Wow, that's. No! I'm shiny. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Oh yeah.
This is it, General Sal's palace. If we're gonna get at the Panda King's daughter, we'll need an inside track on the wedding.
I'm ready with my costume. With some luck, he'll hire me on as the wedding coordinator.
Great. If you get a chance, try to score the rest of us some jobs as well. You can't have enough operatives on the inside.
No, you can't come out yet, my blossom.
But please, my father will be so worried. Just let me tell him I'm all right. I beg of you, sir.
Yo, is this racist? Wait, is this racist for Bentley to do this?
You have shown me nothing but cruelty. I'm so unhappy.
Oof.
Greetings, Honorable General Sal. I have heard of your impending marriage and have respectfully come before you to offer my services as wedding coordinator.
How insulting. I need no help.
My apologies. I mean no disrespect.
Given my genius, I am of course completely capable of organizing the event. However, I might be interested in employing a photographer. A day of such momentous import should be captured for future generations to marvel at.
I have one of the world's best photographers on retainer.
Really? Well, if he truly is world-class, then he might get the honor of chronicling the event. However, I'll need to see some samples before I give him the job.
Of course. I'll have him come by right away.
You'd better not be wasting my time, wedding planner. I get very, very uncharitable when people waste my time.
Yeah. No slacking.
Okay, Sly. General Sal wants some samples of your work. I've placed waypoints in areas with good photographic potential. Approach the guards while in costume, and they'll probably pose for you. Good luck, pal.
the sunset password.
Uploading you the password.
Day, night, sun, moon.
Yes, sir. My mistake.
Listen up, meatheads. General Sal wants some pictures of his staff, so big smiles all around, or else.
Great shot, but you'll need a few more before talking.
What a darling couple. What? What the fuck? I'm so. Wait. Is my camera. Does my camera just absorb them? Yo.
Stop there. Watch the
That was
midnight
close.
password.
Sending password now.
Night, day, moon, moon.
Oh, didn't recognize you.
All right, you stupid guards. Put on some smiles and get in a nice pose. General Sal wants some happy photos. Get it?
That's a good picture, Sly. One more should be enough to impress the general.
But they just disappear. Hello.
Wait! What's the wedding password?
Kid stuff. Here it is.
Sun, moon,
Sun, sun.
Sorry, just being careful.
Okay, you two, look happy. The general would like a nice couple shot.
I saw the monkey.
You need a nice shot of the couple, and that obnoxious third guy is messing up the composition. Get rid of him. That guy needs to go.
Dude, they don't care at all.
Really, Sly, that's some lovely photography. Show those shots to the general. I'm sure he'll be impressed.
Oh, dude! Come leaders are right there.
Hey, Sly, get a few pictures of the general while you're in there. It's always a good idea.
Oh, come on. Oh, I shot Bentley up at least.
Ah, the paparazzi. Will I ever know a moment of privacy? Make sure you get my good side. It must be quite amusing to observe the effects of power. Why is it that I'm always the center of attention?
Damn it.
Oh, nice shot. Here, check out this pose. Impressive, I know.
That'll do it, Sly. I talk.
Greetings, General
Isn't that impressive?
Sal.
I don't know
As you
about that.
Guessed, I'm the world-class photographer, hoping to play a humble role in your upcoming magnificent wedding.
Let me see a sample of your work. I have a keen eye, a great sense of artistic value. I can tell at a glance if you're world-class.
But of course, Your Excellency.
You have a strong sense of, compositional regularity and, force perspectivism. These are adequate. You may have the honor of photographing my wedding.
1,000 thank yous, my lord. I'm sure it will be a wedding none of us will ever forget.
It's like he knows. It feels like from then he knows. Like, what? He's like, he's like, ooh, this is kind of shit. I think I know what's going on here, dude. He's like, I don't fuck with no shit. Hey, come later. Did she see me through this? Just shit inside! Police brutality! Police what the fuck? Police brutality! Ah! Police brutality! Ah! I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. Oh god, it's this. It's better not be. Ah, great. This is one of the annoying missions. I'm gonna get to the top of that tower. Oh, hello. So I have to get Murray up there. Or was it that one I have to get him up? Which means I need way more height. That'll be for that one. What? That doesn't feel right. Can I not get any higher than that? We need more. I think this will get me more height. You fucking cunt! Fucking hell, dude. I don't want to worry about it right now. I don't need to worry about it right now. Fuck. What? Son of a bitch.
The mysterious signal I picked up was somewhere on the water's surface.
I'm not seeing anything.
Keep scanning. These readings are clear.
Great snakes on a stick! I don't believe it!
What? You found the signal?
It's the team van! Last time I saw it, it was floating away on a block of ice in Canada. And now it's here!
How did it get from
Highly probable
Canada
given
to
ocean
China?
currents.
I gotta go get it! Don't worry, baby! Mama's coming!
Don't even think about swimming, Murray. That water's freezing. You wouldn't last a minute.
But my baby!
Hold your
My
position.
baby.
I should be able to drag the van to you using my RC chopper.
Bless you, Penelope! Bless you and your bag of remote control gizmos!
Oh, great.
Use that thrust thingy to pull the van over to me. Just follow the arrow to where I'm at.
Ah.
Turn hard to juke out those missiles. I saw it on TV.
There we go. Don't know how that little thing manages to do that.
Oh, my sweet van! How I've missed you! Don't worry, I'll break you out of your icy prison.
Careful, Murray. The locals seem to be on to you. It's no use, Murray. This area is too dangerous. We have to recover the van later.
But I can't lose her again!
Forget the van. You'll never make it.
But no! No! Either help me or get out of my way! I'm bringing her home!
It's just a van. Gee.
Okay, Murray. I've got a little fuel left. Keep pulling as hard as you can. I'll try to clear the way.
Oh God, really?
Hit me all you want! My love for this
I already
van is
failed!
greater than your
Oh my God, dude.
Oh! Lost my grip there for a second!
There's a thing for this not to take him to take any damage, by the way. That seems... God. I've backed myself into a corner with this whole platinuming thing, haven't I? Jeez. Out of fuel, those things are still turning,
But
bitch.
we're so close!
You did your best. We just ran out of options.
She's right, Murray. It's hopeless. Get out of there. Save yourself.
I will not. I will never leave her behind again.
Words do tear at a father's heart. Would that I had such passion when they came from my little Jing King. Fear not, brave hippo. I will destroy the spikes blocking your path.
Be careful with those fireworks, Panda King. A careless shot could hurt Murray.
not hurt that man. The Panda King forbids it. Vermin, rush to your doom. The Panda King reigns again.
No! It's one of the bad missions in the game. Fuck's sake, dude. What? Oh, bloody Christ. I hate this mission. for fuck's sake! Oh. This version is so shit. I hate it. Oh, fuck. Oh, the monkeys have like a lunge.
Murray, you did it! You saved the van.
I think for that fucking no damage trophy, I'm gonna have to rewind Scum. Because doing that legit is just gonna be so AIDS. And I just, ugh.
Thank you, Panda King. You can ride in my
God
van
damn.
anytime. You got shotgun for like a month.
A great honor. I accept.
And then I think you also have to take no damage against the general guy as well in one of the missions. It's like, ugh. Pain. Pain and suffering.
The operation is running smoothly. With access to General Sal's database and Sly successfully hired on as the wedding photographer, we're ready to make an attempt for Jing King. Given the complexity of Sal's downloaded data, I've programmed my ThiefNet computer to automatically analyze the... What? General Sal? He's got my computer! Our whole plan is on that computer! How'd he find us? We're doomed!
Bentley, calm down. I need you sharp. Listen up, team. This Sal character is more clever than any of us thought. As of this moment, we have one goal. Steal back the ThiefNet computer. The time for subtlety is over. Bentley, break into the palace and ransack his personal computer. He might have linked it to ours. If so, that's where we'll start. The rest of the team will stand ready. No telling where this might take us.
So you made that slideshow and that happened somehow? What's it? Okay. You gotta stop streaming when the thing gets to 3 hours, probably. Because I did start streaming a little later.
General Sal's computer has to be around here somewhere. No need to be sneaky. Let's just get the job done.
Okay, Sly, I found his personal computer. This should be easy. Standard OS security, no problem.
Security breach. You will be terminated.
What the fuck? Defense avatar. This could get ugly.
Kill enemy. Destroy invasive code. Slay intrusive code.
Aha! I think I found something. His diary mentions a secret passage through the prayer bell, then a walk across the heavens. You getting this, Sly?
I'm en route to the bell right now.
Better bring along the guru. This sounds like his department. It says here to stand under the bell. I'll need to set off the transfer sequence from here.
Got any ideas about that walk across the heavens thing?
I'll just yoink.
That's amazing. Of course. If you need to ride on my back to keep the levitation going, be my guest. I'm not a big fan of falling to my death.
I got my paraglider.
No problem. Take a rest if you need it. I'll push on ahead and look for Sal.
Getting some weird readings up ahead. Want to use your optimizer goggles?
Ah, the famous Sly Cooper. It seems you and your little gang were able to follow the
Oh
trail
yay,
I
this
left
boss
for you.
fight. Ugh.
Of course, you'll be helpless without them.
But
as
my
you'll
least
soon
favorite
discover.
episode of this game.
I'm not ashamed to rely on my friends.
Who needs friends when you can have servants? Who needs affection when you can have obedience?
That's because there's like a few annoying missions. I feel like it drags it down a decent amount.
This sacred forest has been the stage for hundreds of battles, as my ancestors crushed anyone who got in their way. And you will be no different.
Bentley, are you hearing this? What's he talking about?
I've heard of these types of battlegrounds before. The energy from all the fighting that has gone on before strengthens the combatants, allowing them to soar for long distances. You should be able to fly all the way across the arena with one jump. Plus, you can probably change
I feel like this trophy's also going to be a Rewind Scum one.
Enough chit-chat, Cooper. Face me now, and prepare for the end of your legacy.
Switch directions in the air with your double jump.
Fuck. Shit. Dude!
The Cooper family has been beaten by Tau.
Shut up!
Our legacy is superior.
Oh.
Switch directions in the air with your double jump.
Woo. Ah. Shit.
Come back and take it like a man.
Well done, esteemed wedding photographer. I'm impressed you lasted this long.
Stop this, Sal. Release Gene King and this fight can end.
No! Gene King is mine! Once our bloodlines cross, it shall be glorious! The Panda King in his day was magnificent. With the Tao name, a new generation of kings will be unstoppable.
But she doesn't want to marry you.
She's a woman. She doesn't know up from down.
Whoa!
Once I convinced her father to take up meditation, she was ripe for the picking.
I've faced a lot of bad men in my time, but you, sir, are the worst.
Oh, it gets worse, Cooper. Up until now, I've gone easy on you. But now you'll sample the ancient black arts of the family Tao.
Fucking
the black
hell.
magic of the family Tao is unstoppable.
There's like no way to heal.
The black magic of the family Tao is unstoppable.
Shut up. Why did he use that? Shit!
The black magic of the family Tao is unstoppable.
Fuck.
You have won this battle, but the war rages on. Take your fool's computer. It won't help you. Jin King is mine.
Jin King is a person, not property. And sorry, pal, but we're ending this right now.
Beware. Beware the power of Tao.
Oh, God. Boss fights are rough.
Thankfully, we've managed to retrieve the ThiefNet computer. However, all the plans stored inside are now compromised. The wedding is still on. Jin King remains Sao's prisoner. Yes, we are going to free her, but that's not enough. No, for this heist, we really need to put the screws to this guy. He's earned it. So, we're cleaning out his treasury as well. A feat impossible without Murray's van. Unfortunately, all that time in the ice has ruined its polycellular battery. I'll need Sly's help to acquire a new one, which won't be easy, as the General's gone all out with security. He's even resorted to black magic dragons and hopping vampires patrolling the streets. We'll need to even the odds
The
before
heck?
the wedding. Sly, you and the Panda King will work to gather some fireworks and blow up
Ooh,
the vampires'
it's
crypt.
chilly
No
today.
crypt, no more vampires.
Down the line, compared to mass. Ow. Sapphire. What? What? Hello? Game?
That's it. One of Sal's fireworks stashes for the ceremony.
This lock looks pretty standard, but I'll need some help carrying the goods.
The Panda King is the man for the job. He's strong, good with explosives, and capable of dealing with multiple opponents. Once we get enough fireworks, he should be capable of blowing the hopping vampire crypt sky high.
Look, Bentley, I know you believe in the guy, but I don't trust him yet.
You don't have a choice. He's the only man for the job. I'll go get him and send him your way. This is it, Panda King. We need you for a field mission. Sly's trying to break into a fireworks cache and he needs help.
Fine. I will be there presently. You may go.
Look, I don't mind telling you I'm putting my neck on the line here. We're all counting on you.
I will mind your neck. Hello, old friend. I am about to work alongside Sly Cooper, and I cannot carry you with me on the journey. You fool! This is your chance for revenge. He humiliated us, ruined us, made us weak. Humiliation was a crossroads. I have chosen to walk the path of humility. Humility that cost you your daughter. Destroy Cooper now!
My mind is fractured. No action can be taken until he and I are in a unison. Cooper is at the center. Sly must live.
Without Cooper and his associates, I stand little chance of rescuing Jing King. Little chance! Allow yourself to dip into my hateful fury, and we can save Jing King single-handed. Such an action would cost many lives. Your path of moderation will cost you, Jing King! Without Cooper, who would you have to hate? Your reason to cling inside my mind would be gone. No! If you killed Cooper, it is you who would disappear. I would take your place. Cooper is a teacher of humility. We have slain his parents, yet he manages to trust us. By studying him, we will become whole. I have no desire to join with my weaker side. You are failure. I am the strength that used to be the once glorious Panda King. You are strong, and I am humble. But only through cooperation will we become the father Jing King needs. The yin and the yang? If strength were all that mattered, Sao would be an ideal son-in-law. Very well. Cooper shall live.
Crazy.
Fear not, Cooper. I shall not kill you this day.
Ditto.
I know you've been out of the game for a while. Maybe you should use this time to brush up on your old skills. First things first, here's how to fire at objects. Center the camera on a target and hold down the L1 button to load fireworks. Release
What is the L1 button, Bentley?
Excellent. Remember to sweep over multiple targets with the right analog stick. You've always been
Right analog stick, Bentley. Are you okay?
Try targeting these two vampires in different locations. Nice. The more fireworks you prime, the more damage they'll do. A full pack does double damage. Now try to destroy that gravestone by focusing your full power on it. Such power! Looks like it was enough to wake up the undead guardians. Target them all at once with a full pack. That should be enough to destroy them. Great. Now you're ready for anything. Sly must be done by now. He'll need help carrying the fireworks from the cache.
Okay, I'm done with this one. You handle the stuff, I'll head out for the next cache.
Excellent. I'll make good use of these.
The undead hordes are onto you. They're closing in. Careful not
One more cache to go. We're doing great.
More hopping vampires! My scanners! They're everywhere!
We're making a pretty good team. This is the last of the fireworks. Put them in the crypt and kaboom! No more hopping vampires.
Yes, this ordinance will suffice.
They're gonna be fangs everywhere! Right. I'll just head back to the safe house.
Yes, do that.
Wow.
Take those fireworks to the vampire's crypt and blow it sky high. The fireworks you and Sly stole are heavy-duty enough to crack open the hopping vampire's crypt. Destroy it, and you'll break Sal's spell over them.
Got it. Bye bye vampire, whatever
The
thanks.
deed is done.
Ooh, medium diamond.
Hey, Murray, check it out. That strong box
Oh
should
god,
be the
wait, is
prime
this an
route
RC
for the
mission?
hardwire
Oh
phone
fuck.
Yeah, hard phone lines.
You're the only one on the team strong enough to open it. Crack the lid, and I'll be right down to reroute the wires. With some luck, we'll be able to listen in on Sal's conversations.
Sure, Penelope. Easy for a muscle man like myself. Just keep clear and let old Mercules work.
With Mercules.
That's bad gas.
This is all my fault. Hang in there, Murray. I'm coming.
Quickly, take the foreigner to the highest peak and blast him to pieces. Be sure to leave a trail of gunpowder. All must be done in accordance with tradition, or the ancestors will be displeased.
I'm too late. He's as good as dead.
No, there's still a chance. Use your RC car. It should be fast enough to beat the lit fuse up the mountain. It's the only tool we've got to save Murray.
Stop dawdling.
Use your current to blast through these crumbly rocks. You've got to drive fast to save Murray.
Shit! Yeah. Get something right. Fuck. feel like you didn't need to do this with the RC. I feel like there's a better way you could have done this.
Hold tight, guys. This might be close.
Yes! The murder
Dude.
lives! I will never forget you, brave little RC car. We will be friends forever. You can ride in my van.
Okay. Fuck's sake, dude. Oh, what? Is that not where I have to go? Oh, reach the room inside the tower. Oh. Dude. God damn it. I thought I'd get to the top. I misread the damn thing. What are you holding there, Bentley? Don't see anything. I know what you're holding there, Bentley. Oh, there you go. There's something.
Hey Bentley, are you and Murray finished fixing up the van?
I'm afraid we'll need a new power source. The old polycellular battery has lost its cord.
Okay, is there one around here I can steal for you?
Penelope's aerial reconnaissance has located a candidate, but due to the delicate nature of the work, I should be the one to decouple it.
So, what? Can I help out here at all?
Stay close. I'll need you for charging the battery. Hello, my pretty.
Is the battery complete?
Yes, it just needs to be charged.
Seems like that might be a problem in these parts.
Well, if we took it the rails,
Hold it right there, Sly Cooper. Don't move or I'll zap you.
Sorry, Carmelita. Gotta go.
Oh no!
Interpol, I've captured Sly Cooper. Repeat,
Oh my
captured
God.
Sly Cooper. Requesting extraction unit. Over.
Nice acting, Sly. The battery is fully charged. Plug it into one of the main light outlets to stabilize it. Then we'll attach it to the van. But be careful. Now that the battery is full, it won't absorb any more of Carmelita's shots.
No, really. It was an easy capture. I don't deserve a medal. He was practically... Cooper!
Nice job. It won't take long for the battery to stabilize. Okay, that's long enough. The battery should be
Cooper!
Nice job. It won't take long for the battery to stabilize. Okay, that's long enough. The battery should be stable. Pick it up and plug it into the safe house outlet. Excellent. The van is ready to go.
You rock, Sly!
Got it.
Time to free Jing King, rob General Sal blind, and send him up the river. I call it Operation Wedding Crasher. This will be a multi-pronged job, with 2 groups working simultaneously. I'm sure I don't need to stress the importance of the schedule to anyone. First, Sly, Penelope, and Murray will make their way past all the security in Sal's treasure temple, and then drop the goods off to me for loading into the van. Meanwhile, the Panda King and Guru will tunnel beneath the palace, creating an escape route for Jing King. Sly, you'll have to pull double duty, taking care of any topside security designed to detect subterranean assaults. Once you guys are done, I'll use my grapple cam to lure Inspector Foxy into the palace, where we'll try to get her to take Jing King's place. Then, with the girl and loot in hand, we run for it.
Fair enough, Bentley. Ooh, big old diamond. A diamond a woman can love.
I'm in green light position. Let's get a roll call.
Ready!
In position.
I'm pumped!
I too stand ready. Even if we fail, it will have been an honorable effort. Jing King is not forgotten.
All right, everyone. Let's go.
Penelope and Murray are relying on your second story work to be let in. They should be in position by the front door.
Opening the door for a lady. And some say chivalry is dead.
Oh my god.
I try to show my proper respect. You guys gonna be okay in here? The security's tight.
Yeah, we're fine. You'll need to get moving if you're going to make your rendezvous with the Panda King and the Guru.
Always a slave to the schedule. That's me.
What's the plan?
According to the blueprints, there's a security computer on the far side of the room under the dragon statue. I should be able to destroy it with my RC car, provided I don't trip any of the blue security beams along the way.
Blue security beams? Oh man, this is tense.
Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. What? Shit! Oh, fuck. Whoops.
laser door should be going away?
They must have a computer or something.
But there was only supposed to be one. The security nodes are still active. If that second computer fully boots up, there's no way we'll get in.
Penelope, I've been doing this a long time. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that when the plan gets messed up, always fall back on the golden rule.
Yeah? What's that?
Break stuff.
You're right. If I can destroy all the security nodes before the other computer comes online, that laser door should be activated.
Less talk and more breakery.
I don't have much time.
Turn around.
Yes.
Wow.
Whew.
You're pretty good at breaking stuff. I can respect that.
Thanks, pal. Let's get that treasure. Looks like a double lever trapdoor.
Call it out. I'm ready.
On my 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dragons? I got them.
Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Again, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes! We're in.
Yay!
What do you see? Is it awesome?
There's plenty of loot, but the foundation looks rotted out. Totally unstable.
Hey Murray, Sal's on his way to your position. How you coming with the treasure?
We're doing awesome! Stand aside, Penelope! Cannonball!
No, wait!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Always a slave to the schedule. That's me.
The Panda King and the Guru are in position beneath the palace. Once you're inside, they'll start blasting.
Might as well do it with style. Okay guys, I'm here topside.
The bases around you are used in an ancient Chinese security technique to detect subterranean thieves. Our tunneling to free Jing King will shake the palace.
I get you. If any of the vases tip over, it'll trip an alarm.
Correct. Don't
So
allow them to
vibrations? Is that what it is?
I am putting my trust in you, Sly Cooper.
We'll get Jing King. I promise. The Guru's right. Let's get this show on the road.
I did. I'm protecting the goal!
Woo! Success! We're directly beneath the bridal chamber, just a few inches from Jing King.
Whoa.
Hear that, Bentley? You're up.
Only a few inches, eh?
Lure Carmelita with your grapple cam to the front of the palace. I left her a calling card and I'm sure she'll see it and come inside. Then it's time for a little subterfuge. Oh, and keep your position on the stilt platform. You're on point for the treasure drop.
Oh, this guy's shiny. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oop.
Over here! Hey, Fatty! Come over to this position. Follow the sound of my voice. Yo, ugly! Yo, mama! Eat dirt! I'm yelling at you! Hey, pay attention to me!
Shit.
You're a bad person. I need it. Up your nose with a rubber hose.
What the heck?
Cooper! Ugh. These guys have to brag even when they're running away. Oh, Father! You have rescued me from General Sao. I was beyond hoping for such a thing.
Yes, my daughter. You are safe.
Heads up, Sly. You've got company.
She just got a fucking. Ooh. No, she has a shiny.
Okay, Bentley, Secret Plan Alpha is underway. You know the one where I disguise myself as General Sal and steal the veiled bride during the wedding ceremony? Yeah, make sure the whole gang's there. Okay, I'm headed to the rendezvous now. Over and out.
Sly Cooper and his secret plans. Who's this failed bride he's so interested in anyways? Well, he's not the only one who can play the disguise game. I'll give him and his gang a shotgun wedding they'll never forget.
How did she match the silhouette? What the fuck?
What strange rumbling have disturbed my meditation, and on the very eve of my wedding? Do not worry, my bride. I will not let anything prevent our love from blossoming, not even your misguided attempts to escape. Ah well, perhaps my meditation will be more focused amid the splendor of my treasure temple.
Carmelita took the bait. Where are you guys at with Jin King?
We're in the van, waiting for the treasure and escape.
Hey Murray, Sal's on his way to your position. How you coming with the treasure?
We're doing awesome! Stand aside, Penelope! Cannonball!
No, wait!
Uh-oh.
Okay, guys, parachute down the treasure to me. I'm ready.
Uh-oh, awkward.
Murray!
family temple destroyed. Never have I suffered such an outrage. You shall pay.
Eat it, Sal! I broke your temple, and I'll break your face for messing with the Cooper gang!
You cannot hurt me.
Oh yeah? Heads up, Bentley! Treasure chest coming down!
Oh God!
The outrage! Stone Dragon of the Temple, I summon you from rock to flesh. Aid the family Tao in this hour of need.
Sweet strawberry shortcake!
No! Let go of me!
Ha! The Tao line is master in this place. Hear me, Sly Cooper! My lineage surpasses yours in every way!
It's not about the family name, pal. It's what you do with it.
Just cluck away.
Sly! I'm okay! I broke my ball on one of these wedding fireworks, and it gets...
Sly, help! Smack this guy around so he'll let go!
Ah! This boss is... Oh God.
Feel like making an exit?
My hero.
I still win, Cooper. You might have stolen my treasure and thwarted my dragon, but I still have the bride. Jing King is mine.
Jump in quick, and we're out of here.
Here we go. Oh, they must have the similar figures.
Right on schedule.
She's not
Everything
fucking
was
see
as
through
he'd
it.
arranged, except the bride came as kind of a shock. Carmelita was a little disappointed it wasn't me she busted at the altar, although I doubt she minded taking Sao into custody. He did, after all, plague the streets with the undead. From what I hear, the locals were happy to see him go. We dropped off Jing King with her aunt. The Panda King insisted that she be safe there and that he needed to pay off his debt to the gang. I was still wary, but there was no denying that his skills would come in handy. Needless to say, we lived it up in the back streets of Shanghai. What kind of gang of thieves would we be if we passed up on recreation like that?
Ooh. Ooh, we're nearing the end. We got like I think like 3 more episodes left. But for now, that is all she wrote. Depending on certain circumstances, I will try to stream tomorrow. No guarantees, unfortunately. If you do want to know if I am streaming, the best place to check is blah blah blah. My X, Jesus Christ, I forgot the words. Jesus. Right there. No, let's do that one. Let's do. Hold on. Is that gonna work? Oh. Alright. So that is it for today. No guarantee to stream tomorrow. Keep an eye on the socials. That'll be where I would update. Yeah. So thanks for the follows and everything today. Much appreciated. Did that even work? Oh, what the fuck? Why's the... Oh, wait, this doesn't have overlays. Hold on. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, there it is. That's weird. Okay, that didn't have... I didn't have overlays set up there. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for the follows and the chats. And I shall see you next time.